Yo, what's happening? What's going on? How you been? Ain't gonna lie. I'm really tired, but I'm gonna do this. But I'm tired.
You guys are amazing. I know we're doing a sponsorship.
You lie too much. First of all, who is you? What's up, T-Vibe? Amber, Jim, Lady L. First of all, who is you and who is that man on your profile picture? Idolatry is crazy. Bring yourself up. Hit the request button.
Hold on, you said idolatry is crazy.
Yeah, who is that man on your profile picture?
It's just a man that I want up there.
Who is it?
You
just got random men for your profile picture?
Is
That's
that
crazy.
a sin?
Huh?
Is that a sin?
Who said? I just said it's crazy.
No, I heard you say idolatry, so I'm trying to see like where you getting at with that.
Yeah. Who is the person on your profile picture?
I literally just told you, like, you
Who
want me
is
to
it?
give you an answer?
Who is it?
I literally just said, is this a man that I want on my profile picture?
Okay, who is he though? Who is he is what I'm asking. I know it's just a man, but who is he is the question.
It's nobody.
So you just got a random man as your profile picture.
Is that a problem?
No, I guess it's weird, but it's not a problem. It's just weird. What's up,
I'm
sis?
just trying to see if that's a problem or something.
My brother from another mother. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if it's an issue with me having a picture of a black man on my picture. I'm trying to see if that's a sin or what.
Oh, so that's a black man?
It's giving idol worship to me. I ain't gonna
wait. So that's a black man?
Idol worship to you because you don't know anything.
Hold on. So that's a black man? You say that's a black man, right?
If that's what you want to say, yes, a black man.
Okay, so who is this black man? Who is this?
I literally just answered that question 2 times.
So it's just anybody. It's
just a random picture that I just felt that's if it's still necessary to put on my profile picture.
Okay, what does it represent?
It don't represent anything. It's just a picture that I want up there. What's wrong with that? I don't understand.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Thank you. People do it all the time. You got Christians. They put Caesar Borgia on their profile picture all the time. So
I'll tell them the same thing, man.
Right. But I'm just saying just so you can know, I don't post.
Man, anyway, what am I lying about, man?
Hold on, what you say, man? You lie about every damn thing.
Name one thing.
I almost know where to start at.
Name one thing.
I almost know where to start at with you.
Name one thing.
Out of control, man.
Just name one. Just name one lie. I lie about everything, so you can be able to name one.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Yeah, I just want to make sure. I make sure we get this substantiated though. So I just want to make sure for everybody, I don't bow down to this man. I am not saying that this man is Christ. I'm not saying that this man is King David. I'm not saying that this man is the Most High. I'm not saying any of that. So I want to put that on Elm Street right now. Get to that. All right, I bet. All right, cool. Yeah. So when I came up the last time, right? We spoke about excuse me. Yes, we spoke about Jeremiah chapter 10, right?
Yep.
Right. So I had posed a question to you. Yeah, I posed a question to you, and you was going on and saying how, a Jeremiah 10, that's not talking about Christmas and da 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 and da 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 this that and etc. I have to pose a statement, and I have to disagree with that, and this is why.
Okay, hold up. Because you like to talk long and fast. So let's just chop it up for a second.
Fast. I slow down. What are you talking about?
No, you talk long and fast. So let's just slow down for a second. And now, I'll say this, right?
Go ahead.
I can prove with the Bible what I'm saying about Jeremiah 10. Can you do the same?
I can do the same, yes.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay. Can you go to Jeremiah 10 for me, please? And I'm gonna get my exegesis and I'm gonna give it right back to you. Now you may disagree with me, but that's okay. I'm just gonna get my exegesis, right? And I'm gonna explain why this is talking about not only Christmas, but this talking about any heathenistic custom. Okay, so I want to make sure we get that plain. I'm not just saying that this is only referring to Christmas, but this is also referring to any other heathenistic custom that has not been given from God to the Israelites. So I want to make sure you post that. But go ahead and read that for me, please. Go ahead. Read all the way down to verse number 3. Yeah.
No, you can't read. You can't read it. You don't have no. Oh, so you need me to read it for you?
Well, I'm like at our work, so I'm trying to see if it's okay.
I got you.
All right, appreciate it.
Okay, here you said verse 1 through 3, right?
Yes, yeah, absolutely, yes.
And we did this the last time, right?
No, you actually did not finish reading on down. So
now who lying?
No,
I read the whole thing.
No, I just want to make sure we can understand it because like you wind up talking and I wind up talking and so like this time, if it's okay, I just want you to read the whole thing for me, please. That's all I'm asking.
All right. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
Right. So 2 key points that he said in that specific, what 3 actually. First of all, in verse 1, we know in context, this is an audience. God is talking to the Israelites, first of all. So we have to understand who God is talking to.
Baby.
Now, right. So the other 2 points that I want to make is that God said 2 things he said. He said, learn not the way of the heathen. Right. And then he also said, when you read a little bit more down, he said for the customs.
Baby girl.
Okay.
Go ahead. I hear you.
Okay. So 2 things that he said, learn not the way of the heathen. Right. And then if you jump down, if you skip a little bit more, he said for the customs. Okay. Plural. So, right. He said for the customs. Right. Plural. So more than just whatever that custom is, the customs, okay, plural. So that's not just talking about whatever specific custom that the Israelites was falling into idolatry at that time. That's talking about all of the customs of the heathen. So you got the so-called red man, you got the Africans, you got the Chinese people. Any of their customs, any of their so-called practices or what they partake in, guess what? Those are heathenistic customs. Now, the point I'm trying to make is that Christmas was not given from God to the Israelites. So if you can't find that in the Torah, if that custom or that oral tradition is not found in the Torah and has been given to the Israelites to a practice and to be holy unto God, that is considered as a heathenistic custom. Christmas. Go ahead. I wanted to make sure
great. So would Jesus be out of line for celebrating the feast of dedications?
No, Christ would not be out of line for celebrating feast of dedication.
It's not in the Torah. It's not in the Torah.
No, it actually is in the Torah. And we can prove
that. When the feast of dedications came after Maccabees and the one that sanctified the temple again.
Right. You talk about 2 Maccabees chapter 4.
That's not in the Torah. That happened.
I'm finna show, brother. Just slow down. I'm finna show you. You were talking about 1 Maccabees chapter 4 and verse number 59. That's when they ordained it to be kept as an actual high holy day. But
show me in the Torah, because you said if it's not in the Torah, you shouldn't be celebrating. Show me where that's in the Torah.
I got you. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 7. I'm about to show you. Right, this is not hard, right? We deal with this all the time. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 7 and read verse. Let me see what I want. Deuteronomy chapter 7. Excuse me. No, excuse me. Numbers chapter 7. That's it. That's where it's at. It's Numbers chapter 7. Read verses 1 through 3, and then jump to verse 60. Jump to verse 66 for me. Watch this, y'all. right? Because
And they brought forth their offering before the
wait, hold on,
Lord.
real quick. Wait, just really quick, because I want to make a point on something. This origin didn't just start in the time of a Maccabee. Excuse me. Yes, this origin wasn't found in the time of the Maccabees. This origin actually goes all the way back to the Torah, and we finna read it. Go ahead.
Okay, that the prince of Israel,
Right.
heads of the houses of their fathers, who
That's right.
were the princes of the tribes, and were over them that were numbered, offered.
Right. Go ahead.
Now what verse?
Just read all the way to verse 3 for me.
Oh, I thought you said all the way to 63. Hold on.
No.
All right. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, take it of them that they may be to do the service of the tabernacle
That's right.
of the congregation, and thou shalt give them unto the Levites, to every man according to his service.
Right. Now jump to verse 66. Inside that same chapter. I'm about to show you. I'm just trying to prove it to you. I'm just trying to prove it. Just trying to prove it.
Hold on, my screen froze. Hold on.
All right.
You said 66?
Yeah, 66 through 60. No, 66 and 67. Yeah.
Okay. On the
Now
temple.
remember, we just read verses 1 through 3, right? It says when they made an offering unto the temple. Now watch this.
No. Don't even
It literally
try
just-
it. Don't even try it. This was during that time for
Hold
that
on.
reason. This is
Hold
not
on,
the
I got
Feast
you.
of Dedication.
No, hold on. I got you. I
You're
got
trying
you.
to be
I'm just-
slick.
Hold on. You gotta allow me to go through the precepts to show you. I
Oh,
got you.
you're trying to be slick.
No,
You're trying
I
to be
got you.
slick.
I got
And the
you.
sacrifice of peace offerings,
Right.
2 oxen, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 lambs of the first year.
Right.
This was the offering of Abidan, the son of Gideon, of
Right.
Gideoni.
Right. Go ahead.
On the 10th day, Ahizar, the son of Ammishaddai, prince
Right.
of the children of Dan, offered. So what is this?
Wait, that's a verse what?
That's verse 67.
67. I think it's verse 77. I want to believe it's somewhere right now. It's somewhere right now.
Man, 67. I just read 67. Hold on.
No. Now I
His,
said,
off-
go ahead.
his offering, this is verse 67. His offering was one silver charger, the weight whereof was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels, after the shekel of the sanctuary, both of them full of fine flour mingled with oil for the meat offering.
My bad. It's verse 88. Here you go. Here you go right here. Watch this. Here you go. Verse 88. Watch this.
And all the oxen of the sacrifices of peace offerings were 24 bullocks, the rams 60, the he-goat 60, the lambs of the first year 60. This was the dedication of the altar. Dedication of the altar.
I got
After that,
this.
it was
Slow down.
anointed.
Right. So it says this was a dedication of the altar. Right. So go ahead. It seems like you're trying to say something. I'm just trying
Go
to
ahead. I want you to finish.
Okay, thank you. Right, so he brought up Maccabees, right? Because when you go to Second Maccabees chapter 2 is actually going to show you is actually giving you that specific account when Moses dedicated unto the altar. So it's showing. See, I'm just trying to finish, but go ahead.
I ain't said nothing. You can finish.
Okay,
Go
thank you.
ahead.
So right, so is actually showing us that this origin didn't just start all the way in the time of first and second Maccabees, that they was already dedicating upon the altar and making a feast. Now, real quick, go to First Kings chapter 8. I'm about to show you. I'm just proving it with the scriptures. Go to First.
Okay,
Kings.
listen.
I'm just trying to prove it.
Hold on, listen though. Slow down. You're telling me that when they dedicated the altar, it's the
Right.
same as the Feast of Dedications. That's what you're telling me?
Sir, that's
So no. Wait. So tell me, when were they commanded to keep the Feast of Dedication? Like they were commanded to keep the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Sukkot, the Feast of Day of Atonement. When were
Right.
those are commandments of feast? Where is the commandment No, listen. Where is the law in the Torah? Where is the feast of dedication? That's what you're supposed to be showing me. Not
I got
showing
you.
me.
I
Hold
got you.
on. Listen, slow down. You're not supposed to be showing me where they dedicated the altar because that's not a feast. You're supposed to be showing me where they were commanded to keep the feast of dedication, like they were commanded to keep the other feasts.
Right. So first of all, we have to understand something, right? From all of the prophets, that's also considered as the law, as well. So when you read Psalms, when you read Isaiah, when you read Jeremiah, that's actually considered as the law. That's why Christ said what he said. Is it not considered in your law that ye are gods? Of course, Christ was he was quoting Psalms 82, so he was referring Psalms as being the law. So the prophets is actually the laws of God as well. Wait,
Okay.
wait, wait. That's not true.
Hold on, listen. Remember,
Hold on. That's not,
when I said on my turn, I'm gonna prove what I'm saying with the scriptures. You're supposed to be proving that the feast of dedication is in the Torah. They were commanded to keep the feast of dedication. Is that it? Were they ever commanded to keep the feast of dedication? Because that's what you're supposed to be showing.
right. So once again, you have to understand something, Dwayne. The prophets is considered as being the laws of God as well. I see what you said. Hold on. I got
No,
you.
no, no,
I got you.
no, no, no. It's not what I'm saying. I'm going based off of your logic. You said in order for us to be celebrating something, we have to see a command in the
In the
Torah
law.
telling us to keep it.
Okay. Well, then allow me to clarify. Excuse me. Allow me to clarify. Allow me to
Now you
clarify,
got
please.
now you got to clarify.
Okay. Allow me to clarify, please. If it's not ordained, okay, in the law and the prophets, because once again, the prophets is the law, okay.
He
If
giving
it's not
himself a
ordained,
way out.
wait, hold on, I got you. If it's not ordained in the law and the prophets, then guess what? We are not to keep those things. We can read John. Excuse me. We can read John the 10th chapter when Christ went up, and of course, he kept the feast dedications, right? Why? Because he got that when he got that from our first Maccabees. I mean, it's right. Excuse me. He got that in the time of the Greeks in our first Maccabees. We can read about that. First and second Maccabees is considered as the law. So what I'm clarifying here is that if it's not found in the Torah and the prophets, which all of that is considered as the law, then we are not to keep those things. And anything else outside of that is considered as a heathenistic custom. That's all I was trying to say.
So, so the answer to my question is no, Dwayne. There is no command for you to keep the feast of dedication. So that's the answer, right?
No, no. That can't be the answer because I just clarified and told you that the prophets is considered as the law. Those are commandments. Okay, I don't know how deep, I don't know how spiritual I got to get for you on that. The prophets is considered as the law. Christ also considered the prophets as also being the law. I just proved it when Christ quoted Psalms 82 and verse 6 when he said that, is it not written in your law that ye are gods? So Christ,
That's not okay.
how is that
That's
not?
not an answer, though.
How is that not an answer?
Listen, you're shuffling and tap dancing. The answer to my question is no, Dwayne. There is no command for the Israelites to keep the Feast of Dedication because that's the truth. Right? That's
No,
the
that's
truth.
not. Hold on. That's not the truth because once again, I
Then
just told you.
if that's not the truth, tell me in the Torah where they're commanded to
You keep
keep
saying,
the Feast of Dedication. That's all you gotta do.
okay. See, and you keep saying the Torah, but I keep telling you the law and the prophets. I just told you you can consider the prophets as also being the Torah. That's my whole point that I'm trying to make to you here. Now, what I did was
Listen.
hold on,
Let's just get back.
hold on. I'm trying
This
to
is
show you
non
something.
sequitur. This is non sequitur anyway. Let's just get back to Jeremiah 10.
Okay, just so really quick. Now I took you to Numbers chapter 7 and shows you when Moses and the Levites when they dedicated upon the altar. Now what I was trying to do here was I was trying to take you to 1 Kings chapter 8 verses 63 on down. I was trying to show you that Solomon also he dedicated upon the altar and they kept the feast for 8 days. We know the feast dedicate.
That's not what I asked you about though.
No, I know
You
that's not
keep
what.
giving me all of these examples other than
No,
what
I'm
I
talking.
asked you about.
Right, but what I'm trying to show you is that the feast, once again, in first Maccabees, that's when it was ordained to be kept yearly from year. You can read that in First Maccabees chapter 4 and verse number 59. It was ordained to be kept 8 days year to year. That's when it was ordained, right? What I'm showing you is that this custom. Do you got an apocrypha in front of you, please?
I could pull up the apocrypha. Yeah.
Okay, pull up the apocrypha. I want to show you something in the apocrypha real quick. I want to show you something. Go to First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 9. I want to show you that they was actually given that account all the way in the time of Moses, when Solomon and Nehemiah and Ezra was also dedicating upon the temple.
No, that's not the feast of dedication, though. It's
You know
a
he gonna keep
feast.
doing this. He just gonna
It's a
keep doing
feast.
this.
It's a feast of dedication. It's a feast involved with it, is what they celebrated in First Maccabees. The
Right.
feast of dedications.
Yeah,
You can't show
Brother
me
Sue.
examples. You can't show me examples of them doing similar things and making them the same.
Hold on. What I'm trying to tell you is that yes, they all are very similar things. What happened? Hold on. I got you. Just slow down. I got you. In the time of Moses, what was they doing? They was making offerings unto the Lord and dedicating the temple and bringing back the holy things. In the time of Solomon, they was doing the same exact thing. They was doing bullocks, rams, and so forth more, and making these offerings. These are spiritual offerings unto the Lord. In the time of Nehemiah, he did the same exact thing. He dedicated unto the temple, and guess what? They kept the feast afterwards. Ezra, he did the same exact thing. When you first and second Maccabees, guess what? They did the same exact thing. They made a sacrifice unto the altar and dedicated unto the temple. And guess what? They brought back the holy vessels, gold, silver, and so forth more. They brought it back into the temple, and they kept it 8 days. You can read about that when you read Solomon. When you read First King chapter 8, verse 6 on down. Guess what? They did the same exact thing. They kept it 8 days. Literally kept it 8 days when they made the offerings unto the Lord and they dedicated unto the temple. That's why I want you to go to First Maccabees chapter 2, and if you don't mind, can you read verse 9 through 13 for me? And he's gonna tell you. He's actually gonna tell you how that happened. Can you read that?
Do you mind if I interject about something really quick? Do you guys mind?
Wait. Just very quick, because that's gonna make us go somewhere else. So
Well, no,
let's stay right here real quick, please.
it has everything to do about what you're saying. So I don't want to be rude. Do I have like a few minutes? Do you guys
you
mind?
don't. No, you don't. You don't.
Okay.
Go ahead. You said First Maccabees chapter 2, verse what?
Verses read verse 9 through like 12. It's right in there. Yeah.
Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. Her young men with the sword of the enemy. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman, she is become a bondslave.
Okay. Excuse me. Second Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 9. Excuse me.
Who is that?
That's not me.
Oh, you at a kung fu parlor or something? All right, you said
TV in the
9,
background.
9 to what? 12?
Yeah, 12. Yeah, like 12. Yeah.
It was also dedicated that he, being wise, offered the sacrifice of dedication and of the finishing of the temple. And as when Moses prayed unto the Lord, the fire came down from heaven and consumed the sacrifice. Even so prayed Solomon also. And the fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offerings. And Moses said, because the sin offering was not to be eaten, it was consumed. So Solomon kept those 8 days. This is not the feast of dedications, my man.
Wait, just hold on, brother. Slow down. You gotta slow down. Okay.
No, look, I'm letting you talk. You're not showing me what I'm asking.
No,
And you showing me stuff that don't got. Hold on, listen. Yadabar. You showing me everything that don't have nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yes. I'm if you allow me just to break that down for you, I'm literally going to show you, right? So once again, that was that for people that did not know that Second Maccabees chapter 2. You can start at verse 9 through 13, right? So it's going to show you. So because he's literally pulling accounts from the time of Moses, and then he also says Solomon. That's why I was taking us to First Kings chapter 8 verse 63. I was going to show us when Solomon did it, and Solomon kept the feast and kept it how many days? He kept it 8 days.
Okay, look, slow down. See, you see what you just did?
What did I
You
just
said
do?
Solomon kept the feast. That wasn't a feast.
That was a feast, sir.
It wasn't a commanded feast. You want to read it again?
Yes, it wasn't a commanded feast until the
Okay.
time of First Maccabees. Of course, I agree with you there. Yeah. I agree with you there, but what I'm trying to show you is that this was a custom that they always have kept. It became commanded in the time of first and second Maccabees. I'm agreeing with you there, but what I'm showing you is that they always kept it. Once again, that's why I took you to That's why I took you to Second Maccabees, the second chapter, to show you that Moses did it, that Solomon did it. He kept the feast 8 days when he dedicated unto the temple, because that's basically what the Maccabees. That's basically what the feast dedication is about: dedicating unto the temple and taking back all of the things that were lost.
So now show me where Solomon did this again the next year.
Okay, go to First Kings 8.
No, where he did it again.
Oh, okay.
Where he did it again the following year, and the following year, and the following year.
No, and that's right, and that's what I'm telling you, that I do agree with you there. It wasn't commanded to be kept yearly. It wasn't commanded to be kept yearly. It wasn't commanded to be kept year to year until First Maccabees. I'm agreeing with you, but what I'm trying to show you is that our forefathers have always did this before the Maccabean revolt. That's all I'm trying to show you, is that they was already doing this.
All right, let's get back to Jeremiah 10, because that
Right. So back to Jeremiah 10. Christmas is not in the Bible. Okay. Christmas is not in the law, and Christmas is not in the law, nor is Christmas in the prophets. It's no space for that. Christ never even kept Christmas. So that's why I'm saying,
why would he?
Yes, but I'm just making my point here. That's all I'm making my point.
That's like saying that's like saying Jesus wasn't a Christian. Like, it's just certain things you don't even have to say.
Right, but I'm just making that point to say that's because going back to Jeremiah 10, he said for the customs, plural, and then he said for the customs of the people are vain. And then he said he said learn not the ways of heathen. That is Christmas is learning the ways of the heathen. So that's why I am saying that this is not only referring to Christmas, but this is referring to any other customs or culture of what the heathen have invented and have created. That's my point, but go ahead.
Great. So now you said that's a custom of the heathen, right?
That's right.
Okay, so where in the Bible is there a command to not celebrate Christ?
Hold on, you said where isn't it? Hold on, you said where in the Bible that is
where there is no law, there is no transgression, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so if there's no law against it, then there's no transgression, right?
No, okay. Hold on, we got to break that down though, because I see what you're saying. First of all, we got to understand something, right? Because you basically saying that Christmas is the celebration of Christ, right? Is basically what you're saying.
Essentially, yes.
I want to make sure I'm a clarify.
Yes, okay, essentially that's what it's about. Yes.
Okay, so we got to understand one thing, and I know I said it on your last live, but I'm gonna say it on here too. We got to understand something, y'all. The December 25th, okay? That's not Christ's birthday. So whoever came up with that lie back in that time that said that Christmas is Christ's birthday, that's a lie. Okay? That's nowhere in the Bible. Christ was not even born in the time of winter. So
hold on. Oh, time out. So we're talking about Jeremiah 10, and you're supposed to be showing me how this is talking about Christmas.
No, you made a point. No, you made a statement saying that December 25th is the celebration of Christ's birth, right?
Yeah, I said essentially that's what people celebrated for. Yes.
That's what they celebrated for, but is that what that's about though, is what I'm asking?
Yeah. Yes. That's
okay.
What it's about, yes.
Okay, so Christmas, right? Christmas.
Wait, hold on. Listen. We're not discussing if Christmas is pagan or not. We're discussing if Jeremiah 10 is talking about Christmas. That's the discussion. Is
Right.
Jeremiah
And that's my
10,
point.
hold on, is Jeremiah
Go ahead.
10 talking about Christmas as the discussion?
Yes, and that's why I answered the question. You probably agree with my answer, but I answered the question by saying, right. I answered the question by saying that once again.
Nah,
Hold on. That's why
I don't
I
agree
answered.
with you.
Hey,
Right.
brother,
Well,
I agree with the whole. So I'm an Israelite too, just like you. It's not we got lost in the sauce on that one.
Yeah,
It's not ain't had
yeah,
nothing to do with.
hold on, me, my.
yeah.
So,
Just hold on,
Yadabar.
Jimmy.
Okay, so
Go-
listen, I listened to you for a long time, and I want you to use. I don't
I'm
know if you're
listening to
trying to. I don't. No,
you.
listen. I don't know if you're trying to get away from trying to
I'm
show us
not.
how Jeremiah 10 is talking about Christmas. I don't know if you're trying to get away from that
I
or
literally
not.
answered the question.
So that's your discourse on why it's talking about Christmas.
So yes, I'm gonna make sure I clarify.
So speculation is your answer for why this is.
No, I'm gonna make sure I clarify. No, it ain't dealing with no speculation, right? Once again, I said this. I said we just read verses 1, 2, and verse number 3. Verse number 2, it went on down and said once again he was talking to the Israelites. He told them, he said, learn not the way of the heathen. Okay. Christmas is considered as being a way of the heathen. How do we know that? Is because we know that the heathens have excuse me. We know that the heathens have came up with this custom. The Israelites did not come up with this custom. God said, learn not the way of the heathen. That's my first point. That's why I'm saying that this is not only talk about Christmas, but this time about any other heathenistic custom is what this is going into. So not just Christmas, but all of it.
Okay,
But
so
you
now,
dealing with Christmas.
all
I
right,
would
that's
let
that's
my
that's
go
pure
ahead.
that's pure that's like something that's very subjective. This is not
How
that's
is that
not a fact.
subjective?
Hold on, listen. That's not a fact because if it was a fact, it could be proven, right? You
Hold
can't
on.
prove. Hold
Hold
on, you
on.
can't prove that
Go ahead.
the people that celebrate Christmas are heathens. First of all,
No, I didn't say
you
that.
can't prove that,
No, I
right?
didn't say that. No, I didn't say
Yes,
that.
you did. You said Christmas is a custom of the heathen.
No, what I said was that the people that basically came up with Christmas, I said those are heathens, is what I said. That's what I said.
Okay, so
Is
can you
hold
prove
on, is that
that?
not a fact?
Can
Hold
you
on, is that
prove
not a
it?
fact? Hold on, is
Can
that
you
not a
prove
fact?
it?
Hold on, is that not a fact?
Can you prove it?
Of course I can prove
So
it.
prove it. Prove they were heathen.
If
Prove
it
it.
ain't in scripture, he able to prove because it ain't in scripture. Christmas ain't
Prove
in
it.
scripture.
Exactly, because I'm okay,
Prove
and then
that
the
they
brother
were
he just made.
heathen and not
Okay, I got
Christians.
you. I got you. Just bear with me. First of all, Christmas actually goes back to a man named Nimrod. Okay,
No, it
who was
doesn't.
another. I
Oh
got
my
you.
goodness, man. No, it
Hey man,
does
we need
not.
your primary source on that. We need
There
a
is no,
primary
listen, hold
source
on.
on that.
Before we go down that little stupid rabbit hole, there is no historical facts for that. There is no evidence for that.
So
There is
why
not a
is it
single
scholars?
shred
Hold
of
on,
evidence other
hold
than
on. So
people.
why?
Listen, there is no evidence of that other than people saying it on YouTube.
That's not
Right.
true.
And if you're
No,
referring
that's
to the
not
two
true.
Babylons, hey, hold up, bro. If you're referring to the two Babylons, you can go back and you can find stuff on Alexander, what's his name, Hyssop, who and said that he had no evidence for what he brought forth. And he was debunked several times by real scholars. So please, y'all need to stop
This
using
man,
that.
this
Because that's
man
where
Hold
you're
on.
getting it from.
Yeah,
Hold
hold
on,
on.
hold on.
Hold on.
Dwayne. Did the so-called white man invent and come up with
I knew
Christmas?
that's where it was gonna
Hold on,
go.
hold on.
I knew it. I knew it, bro.
Listen, man. First of all, listen. Let me tell you
I'm
something, right?
asking him
Hold
to
on,
say
listen,
something.
listen. No, they didn't. No, the so-called white man didn't. Unless you gonna
So
call the.
okay,
Listen,
cool.
listen. Let me answer the question, y'all, bro. Let me answer. No, the first people to celebrate the birth of Christ were wise men and shepherds. They were the first to celebrate his birth. Okay.
Hold
So the idea,
on.
listen, the idea of celebrating the birth of Christ is actually in the text, in the Bible.
Okay, so what you telling me, right? You telling me that those shepherds, right? Because and I want a yes or no, and then you can expound so I can make sure I'm hearing you because you're always beating around these questions. So you telling me that those shepherds that you mentioning, are you telling me that they celebrated Christ's birthday December 25th? Yes or no?
Who said anything about December 25th? I said the
I'm literally
idea.
asking the
Listen,
question, bro.
listen. Every question cannot be answered with a yes or no, no matter how hard you try to make that stretch. All right. You can't just tell me yes or no. No.
Hold on.
So no,
Okay.
I won't be doing the yes or no. But listen, I said the idea of celebrating the birth of Christ came from the Bible. That's what I said.
And they kept a year from year. Is what you telling me?
No. Who said
So
that's what they
The birthday.
just like hold on, just like when Solomon kept the feast those 8 days, he didn't celebrate it the year after year.
I agree with that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that
So wait, so hold on.
Go ahead.
So wait. So now when the Feast of Dedication was instituted in Maccabees, they started doing it from then, right?
they started keeping it year
But
to year.
there's no command to start doing it, is it? People
Once
just
again,
did it, right?
No. You
my
gotta slow down. No,
Oh my goodness.
No, you gotta slow down, brother. You gotta slow down, King. You gotta slow down, King.
Hey man,
Once
don't hit me with that king stuff, man.
No, you gotta slow down. Nah, you gotta slow down, King. You got
Oh
to.
man.
The point I'm trying to make is that because you posed the statement, you said that the shepherds, right, was keeping it. Was celebrating his birthday, and then you stated it was like, okay, well, blah. But what I'm telling you is that even if you want to say that, they was not keeping Christ's birthday no dang on December 25th and calling it Christmas.
Why
That's
you keep
not
getting
in the
hung
Bible.
up? Listen,
Sir.
why do you
That's
keep
not in
getting
there.
hung up on December 25th? I asked
I'm
you.
getting hung up on
listen,
December 25th.
listen.
It's
Let's
because
throw.
Christmas is
Listen.
on December
Let's throw
25th. That's why.
December. Let's throw December 25th out the door. Okay.
How can we throw that
We
out the
don't.
door when Christmas is on December 25th? We can't throw that out the door.
That's just a day. That's just a day they came with to symbolize his birthday. That's it. Everybody knows his. Listen. Don't no one know the exact day he was born on the exact day. So let's just throw that out our
What month
mind.
was he born though?
Was the idea of celebrating
month
the
was
birth?
Christ born?
Listen, is the idea of celebrating the birth of Christ in the Bible?
The idea of celebrating Christ's birth, is that in the Bible?
Yeah, is it in the Bible?
Show me that, sir.
Oh my goodness.
But all I'm asking you to do is show me. All
right, I got you.
Why are you getting frustrated by me asking you to show me something? That's all I'm
I got
doing.
you because I thought you was a teacher of Bible.
No, I studied the Bible now, but I just want you to show me that because Christians always take verses out of context and do all that weird stuff. So I'm not dealing with no Christians. No, for real, I'm not dealing with
Christians
that.
always. That's a shame. You say Christians always do that.
Right,
That's
because
crazy.
no, because the point I'm trying to make is that I had asked you a question. I said, did hold on. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Matthew chapter 2.
Okay.
Okay. I'll start at verse. Let's start at verse 5. And they said unto him, in Bethlehem, Judea, for it is written by the prophet, and thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. Right. Then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. And he went and he sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search diligently for the young child, and when ye have found him, bring me word again, that I may come and worship him also. When they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them till it came and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. And being warned of God in a dream that they should not return to Herod, they departed in their own country another way.
Okay, so what's your point? Go ahead. No,
this is why.
No,
like,
Soup,
no,
don't help him. No, bro.
ain't nobody helping him.
He ain't nobody gonna help me. What are you talking about?
No,
dude, do not help. No,
do you even know why you just
you
read
gotta
it?
mute up, bro. No,
I just want you to answer this one question.
Bro, you got no Soup. Don't
why
ask
did he
no
just read
question.
that?
Hold on. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Let me
I
do
want
it.
him to deal with this real quick.
Let me do it. No, you
Go
should
ahead.
be dealing with it because I read it to you. You should be dealing with it, actually.
No,
But
no, 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 no.
now you're trying to swing it to me.
No. You was the one that read it, brother. So
Okay,
I
why
want you
did I
to break
read
that
it?
down.
Why did
No,
I
I want
read
you
it?
to. Right.
They,
So you.
they brought him gifts, and
Okay.
they fell down and worshiped him, celebrating his birth.
No, that's no. What?
What?
What are you talking? This man is bugged out, bro. This is
Now,
crazy.
you know what stood out to me, host?
This
Hold
is
on, they
crazy.
didn't just hold on. So you telling me that's not them celebrating his birth?
Yeah, hey, you know what stood out to me? They told him never return, so it wasn't no next year.
No,
So
they
when
told
the
him not.
Savior
Hold
was
on,
born,
stop.
when
Me
they
mad.
said- when
Me
they
mad.
greeted
Me
him-
mad. Me mad. When you be interjecting, you not even knowing what you're talking about. They was
What?
Herod.
No, I'm just
Herod
reading what
told
you said.
no,
I was
listen.
responding to what you
No,
said.
you're not. You're not agreeing with me because Herod told them.
I'm not agreeing with
Herod,
you.
listen. Herod told them to come back. They were warned in a dream not to go back to Herod because Herod was going to unalive the newborn. That's why they didn't go back.
Oh,
It
that's
wasn't
why they
about
ain't
them
go.
celebrating the next year. They didn't go back because Herod wanted to know where the child was at so he can unalive it.
Right. So the whole point of that matter is that first of all, that did not take place, nor did they once again that did not take place in the month of December, and nor did
Oh my
did
goodness!
Charlie
I just
Christmas.
got done
Yeah, I
saying,
told
let's
you,
go
bro.
to month
He
of
just gonna
December.
keep
No,
doing it.
No, we
All
hey,
right, you
can't.
know
He
bro.
what?
just gonna keep doing it. He just gonna
Let's
keep
get-
doing it.
You know what?
Hold
We're
on.
going back to Jeremiah 10. It's my turn to Jeremiah 10 because I don't know what you do.
No,
Hey,
but like
hey,
that's my whole point of
Dwayne.
the. Hold
Can I,
on.
can, I, can I talk to my boy real quick? I ain't seen him in a while. How
Who's
you
that?
doing, bro? I just
Who's
want to
that?
say how you doing, bro. Everything.
What's up, man? Hey, man, yes,
I know.
I'm tired. I'm really tired today, but I was like, I'm still gonna go live because I ain't seen my people.
Right.
I'm real
Hey,
tired right now. And
I
just got a word?
appreciate you, bro. And man, we miss you. But you know, we in these streets holding it down.
I see.
So
Right.
we not
Having a
in
good
those streets
time.
holding
Having a
nothing
good
down.
time.
We
But
not chilling.
y'all, hey man, I just wanted to
The
say what's
only
up to my boy.
the
I
only
just
people
wanted to say
that's in the streets
I just
holding it down is the 12 tribes.
I
That's
just
those
wanted to
only
holler
people
at
that's
my
in the
boy. That's
streets.
all. It's all good.
Because
bro,
I don't
shut
see
up.
Christians. Hold on. I just want to make this point. I don't see Christians in them streets raining, snowing, cold, hot. I don't see no Christians in the streets bringing out no precepts for real. I don't see that.
Hey,
So-
let's give it up for the Hebrew Israelites that's out there rain, sleet, or snow lying to people.
praise.
Let's just clap it up for them. They going
No,
through,
telling
they
it.
like the mail lady. You know, rain,
Hold-
sleet, or snow, they out there lying
Hold
to people. So
Hold on. This the crazy part
hit
about it.
parade.
Right, but this is the
Hey,
crazy
man.
part about it, Dwayne.
Hold on, man. I was just about to be finished. I ain't finished. Sierra, what's up? How we doing, sis? Man, miss you too. You know what I'm saying? It's been wild
Yeah,
out
he
here.
just a liar. That's crazy.
All right. So I just wanted to speak to my people real quick, and y'all can get right back to it. She must be working still, getting that overtime, man. But hey,
Heard them kids, but you know she
yeah.
Hold on though, because Dwayne said something there. You stated the fact. Okay, yes, you know, to a sit back and to a give it up to the Hebrew Israelites for they out there in the streets lying. But the crazy part about it is this: so-called right? So-called black people been lied to for generations upon
They
generations.
can't come out of it.
Right. We have been lied to in this American system for generations upon generations upon generations. Have been beaten, have been lynched, have been raped and robbed and so much and so forth more. And I just find it interesting how Christians don't oppose against this don't oppose against this American system and how they have lied to black people for so long. But how come we just trying to sit back and give our people hope and trying to tell the truth of who we truly are, and we just against this American system? That's kind of astronomical to me how Christians don't take up for black people in this American system by calling us African Americans and all these different bywords of what these nations and what this American system have called this. That's kind of crazy to me. I kind of I find that kind of interesting, but at the same time weird at the same time.
You know what I find interesting, bro?
Because that has been the world's most biggest lie upon the face of the earth. In Isaiah chapter 44, excuse me.
I just want to go back to Jeremiah 10.
Yeah,
right
that's
quick.
what I was saying. Like,
Yeah, I just want to go back
it's
to
wild how-
and take my turn because you couldn't do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna just prove to everybody what Jeremiah 10 is actually talking
Hey,
about.
by the way, Dwayne,
All
you
right,
know
go ahead. I
this
just
might
wanted to
be
make
the
that point,
third
Mike. Go
time
ahead.
today
Go
that
ahead.
we've been on Jeremiah 10. I know they
Hey, we
did it
have to
on,
do it every year, man. Every year, same time. We got to do this every year, same
Yes,
time.
no.
but
We
today though,
we're
you know
gonna
what I'm
have
saying?
to
I
do
don't
it
know
every.
about
Hold on,
They,
something
hold
about
on,
hey,
hold
today.
on,
hey, I
hold
ain't gonna
on,
lie.
hold on.
They think about Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of these days more than we do. They
For
No,
real.
in
no,
their mind more
no.
than this in our mind.
No, it's just the understanding is that
Man,
we hold on. It's just the understanding of that we
brothers
also
can't
been
even get
inside
with
of the
their
world.
family on the
You
day
know,
off. You know what I'm saying? That's what's
wait, hold on,
wild.
real quick.
I can't even get.
Stu.
I know. I just want to get with my family on the all the days that we commonly have off. I mean,
Yeah.
No,
you know,
no,
MLK Day gonna roll
no. It
around,
just
and I'm gonna
I'm
is.
be.
saying, but he
The
got
word.
a sign said debunking Hebrew Israelites don't,
Hold on.
so the Israelites ain't
Yeah,
gonna
it's just
come.
kind of
He
weird to
gonna
me
come.
because yeah, it's just kind of weird to me because like like we
Kind of
do
weird to me
do
too,
this
bro.
and around this time we is gonna talk about this and I love it, but it's just crazy to me because it's this Christian doctrine that has been pushed uh of me hearing folks say, okay, well then if you keep the laws of God, that means that you don't have faith in Christ. Dwayne, do you believe in that?
You
Don't
know
try to
what,
change my subject, man.
man?
No, I'm
First of
not. No,
all,
Don't
no,
try to
no. Hold
change
on,
my
hold
these
on,
subject.
dudes be
hold
just
on,
lying
Don't
because
try
they
to
know they
change
be
my
getting the
subject.
His
faith
whole
given
No,
away.
point,
Dwayne,
Jesus
it's
is
right on
Believe,
topic.
Savior.
Hold
plate,
on,
Believe
hold
in
on.
Christ.
Just a real quick, and I'm gonna mute
faith
up.
Now
given
listen,
Dwayne.
listen. No,
away,
real quick,
plates taken
nothing. I'm
home.
about to show you.
All right, go ahead, go ahead, go
I'm
ahead.
about to show you that it's not that it's talking about what I said. What I said it's talking about. It's not talking about what you said. It's talking about what I'm saying. But
Okay, go
before
ahead.
I do that,
Christians. Like, how is that not learning the ways of the heathen when literally Christmas is literally a heathenistic custom?
Need some
you done?
violins, a little violin.
You done? Dang, cry me a river by why don't you? All right, Jeremiah chapter 10, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is what Jeremiah 10 is actually talking about. And for this, we're going to use the scriptures, not the liptures. We're not going to bring up something that we ain't talking about. Is Jeremiah 10 talking about Christmas? Is the discussion, no matter how far you try to take it. And the answer that I'm giving you is flat out no, based on the text itself. I noticed what you did though. Out of the first three scriptures that you wanted us to read, you only dealt with certain points of the scripture, like they're not a conglomerate, like they don't go together. Like for the customs of the people are vain. You stuck to just that and didn't even want to get into the other part what it's attached to. Just like verse 2, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. You wanted to deal with that, but not the rest that goes with that scripture. You understand what I'm saying? But I get it. And so let's just start at verse 1. It says, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. So, and for the heathen are dismayed at them. So the heathen that it's talking about, they have something going on with them and the cosmos and the stars and the stuff in the sky. They got something going on with that dismays them, that makes them feel like those things are actually something to worship or something to take thought of. So that's what that verse is talking about. Verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain. For one, that don't just go, that's not an isolated part of the text. For the customs of the people are vain. Because Israelites had vain customs as well. Their whole
Like what?
culture, their whole culture was disobedience and idolatry. That's what their
Hold
culture was.
No, sir.
Stop it, stop it,
The
stop
Israelites.
it, stop it.
Hold on,
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Why
We can
you
go to
keep
Judges 2
damn,
and show
Hold
you
on,
how
hold
they.
on, Sue. Hold on, Sue.
allow us to build real quick,
Hold on.
please.
Hold on.
Damn,
Yadabar.
Christians got no decorum, bro.
Yadabar. It's
Go
on
ahead.
me. It's on me. And the customs of the customs of the people are vain. And then it tells you this is Yahweh telling the children of Israel through the prophet Jeremiah about what's going on in the surrounding areas that they are around. It says, don't be dismayed at them because the people surrounding them are idol worshipers. They're idolatrous. They're worshiping stars and moons and things that they carve for themselves. This is what the verse is talking about. It has nothing to do with Christmas. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands. Did you even consider what is it talking about when it said the works of the hands of the workmen with the axe? Do you even care what that means? You ain't got to answer that. But that actually means something. So when you see the work of the hands of the workman with the axe, that is talking about someone that carves, that does work on wood. That's what it's talking about. This
Correct.
person does
Correct.
work on wood. He fashions and carves something out of wood. That's what the workman does. Then verse 4
Correct.
tells you what they do once they cut this wood out the forest. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails, with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. We know Christmas trees don't speak, right?
They don't.
Right. So that's not talking about this has to be talking about something that people this must have something to do with people thinking that the things that they are making can speak and thinking that they're actually alive. Let's finish. They must need to be born because they cannot go. You got to carry them because they can't walk anywhere themselves. Not once again, not talking about a Christmas tree. Be not afraid of them. He's not telling people to be not afraid of Christmas trees sitting in people's houses. No, he's telling them not to be afraid of what the workman got done making with his hands, with his axe, with his carving tools. Don't be afraid of them because they can't speak, they can't walk, and they can't do any evil, and it's not even in them to do good. So right off the bat, the whole what we just read is only about idol worship. That's it. It's about idolatry.
Right,
None more, none less.
ahead.
Let me finish. Now the prophet is comparing. Now he's comparing the two. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Lord. So now there's a comparison. One is you have someone that took a tree out of the forest, carved it, made it into an idol, decked it with silver and gold, and made it stand upright. And now the prophet is comparing it to the Lord, saying,
Correct.
for like there is none like unto thee, O Lord, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee doth it appertain. For as much as among all the wise men of the nations and in all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. But they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. Now I'll take you to Isaiah chapter 40.
Isaiah 40 and verse 17, I want to believe. Yeah.
We'll start at verse 17. You must have heard me do this before.
No, it just you talking about precepts I already know about.
Yeah, Isaiah 40, we'll start at verse 17. Once again, there's a comparison going on. It says all the nations before him are as nothing. That's not excluding Israel. That's every nation on earth are as nothing before him. Every single nation. And they are counted to him as less than nothing and vanity. To whom then will you liken God? So another comparison. All of the nations can't even be compared or likened to God. Or what likeness will you even compare him to? You can't compare him. So you see this likeness? That's talking about an image or a graven image that someone can make. An idol God. Or what likeness will you compare him to? The workman, same thing Jeremiah 3 was talking about. The workman melteth a graven image, and the goldsmith spreadeth it over with gold, and casteth silver chains. Same thing Jeremiah was talking about. He that is so impoverished that he hath no oblation, chooseth a tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman. Same thing Jeremiah was talking about. To prepare a graven image, that it shall not be moved. Same thing Jeremiah said. Have ye not known? Have ye not heard? Hath it not been told to you from the beginning? Have ye not understood from the foundations of the earth? it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers. That's every single person on earth. That stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in it. You see that, right?
Yeah, I see that. So
So now when we read Jeremiah, now when we read Jeremiah 10, we know what he's talking about. He's actually talking about the whole thing is about idolatry, warning the children of Israel about idolatry.
right. So yes, I do agree with you.
Okay, hold on, wait, slow down. So since you agree,
No, I was
do
trying
you
to expound a
have
little bit.
do you have an example of Christians worshiping a false god on Christmas?
Right. So once again, first and foremost, right?
Come on, answer the question.
Yeah. Sue, just stay muted, please. Right. First of all, we gotta understand something, right? Let's slow it way down. I mean, you gave me the exegesis, etc. Because I see we just gonna disagree on this matter, right? I clearly see that. You can give up a spiritual sacrifice by celebrating a holiday.
What?
That's just like.
What?
Hold on, allow me to explain. Just slow down. Allow me to explain. When the children of Israel celebrate, when the children of Israel celebrated the Passover, when they celebrated the Feast of Tabernacles, wasn't that not them giving up a sacrifice to God? Dwayne, yes or no?
God.
Hold on, soup. Just hold on.
Yeah, because it was required. Yeah, because it was.
Okay.
It was required.
Okay, thank you. So
no, Christmas does not go back to Nimrod. It doesn't.
No.
There's no evidence for that. That's just somebody on YouTube talking.
Right, he's talking to somebody else, not you.
I got you. So Dwayne, you said yes. So you said by them celebrating the holidays to the Most High, that's them giving up a sacrifice unto God, right?
By them what?
Okay, so I asked the question again. By the Israelites celebrating their holidays unto God, is that them giving up a sacrifice unto God? Yes or no?
By them celebrating?
Yes. So I'm gonna ask it again. By them let's use for an example. Let's say use the Passover, right? So the Passover is considered as a high holy day or a holiday that the Israelites kept, right? So by them celebrating the Passover, was that them giving up a sacrifice unto God? Yes or no?
What's the relevance? Yeah, it's a sacrifice. Yes.
Okay, so yes, so it is a sacrifice. Thank you. Yeah. So right, so my question, I mean, the relevance unto that. So you say yes. So my relevance unto that is that Christmas is considered as a holiday. So by people celebrating Christmas, what God is they giving that sacrifice unto by them celebrating Christmas?
There is no God. That's what means that makes it not.
Rate it. Just hold on, rate it.
No, wait. That's why I asked you. That's why I asked you. What Christian do you know worships an idol god on Christmas? Right. That's why I asked you that, and then you went off into this. You didn't never answer the question. You bypassed my question to ask two questions.
Okay, so to give you an answer is that you already said yes to the first. So the answer to that is that if we know that by the Israelites celebrating holidays unto the Most High and they giving up a sacrifice, Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving on the Living Day, those are also considered as holidays. So we have to ask ourselves.
Wait, time out. So the discussion once again is Jeremiah 10 talking about Christmas, because you said when you was in the chat, you said you called me a liar in the chat. And I asked you, what am I lying about? Your response to me asking you, what did I lie about, is I said Jeremiah 10 is not about Christmas. Then that's what the discussion is about. I said, well, you can prove first that Jeremiah 10 is talking about Christmas. You couldn't do it. Then I went. And then I showed you exactly what it's talking about.
Hold on. You can't say that.
Listen, the conversation is not whether Christmas is December 25th is pagan or not. The question is Jeremiah 10 talking about Christmas? That's the conversation.
Yes, hold on. So once again, because one thing you can't say I didn't answer the question. Just because you disagree with my answer.
You tried to. You didn't answer it. You tried to.
Hold on. just because you disagree with my answer, that don't mean that I didn't answer the question. I answered the question now. Let's get that. Let's get that overstood. I answered the question. You just disagree with my answer.
Okay, listen, you answered it, right? Would you say we both answered the text, right, of Jeremiah 10? Would you say yours was more, would you say your answer was more biblically sound than what I said?
Of course. What you mean? Of course. What are you talking about?
No, brother, I ain't gonna let you do that. When we Israelites, we have to take correction.
No. Hold on.
That never had nothing to do with Christmas. I thought so. We all thought so. But when you do the thorough research and you go over the scriptures, that don't have nothing to do with scriptures. Now, have you been down south? They have these, like, you can see people doing it today. They have them in front of their house.
I'm from down south.
They look like human beings. They have like these little dingles on them. They made out of wood. They can prop up. They can stand up. You know what I'm saying? Those are the totem pole things. That's what they talking about. It's not got nothing to do with a tree in a house. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. And that's what he read.
That's what they're called. They're called astro.
So Wayne. So in that verse, it said for the customs. So what are all of the customs that you would consider that's talking about? Because it didn't say custom. It said custom.
The customs of idolatry.
The custom
That's
of
what it's
idolatry.
talking about. Yes.
Right. So you telling me Christmas is not idolatry?
Okay, so hold on, Dwayne. Watch.
Wow.
Watch this. Watch this. So, my friend, can you give us a definition of idolatry?
Sir, we know what idolatry is already, sir.
Okay,
Tell us what it is.
What is idolatry?
Okay, idolatry. Wait. You want to say what rated?
Tell us what idolatry is. What's the definition of idolatry?
Right. So the definition of idolatry is basically when you put anything above or basically over God to like worship. Is basically what idolatry is.
So basically, you put a god over the Most High God, correct?
Hold on. You said what? Excuse me.
You put a god over the Most High God, correct?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So, what god are we worshiping on Christmas?
Don't y'all call Jesus God?
Yeah, but that's biblical.
Well, in the Israelite community, we don't.
That's
neither here nor there, though.
Yeah,
we're
that's
asking
neither
what God. What
No,
God
that
are we
is
worshiping
here
on
nor there.
Christmas?
We
That
gotta deal
is
with that.
scripture. That's
Yes,
scripture.
I got you.
We have to deal with that.
Rated. So you asked the question. You said, "What God are we celebrating on Christmas?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So once again, December 25th, which is Christmas, right? They say that's Jesus Christ's birthday, brother. That's not. Once again, first and foremost, that's not Christ's birthday. Nowhere near in the scriptures or nowhere near in his.
That's not answering my question, brother. That's not answering my question.
So I'm trying to answer your question. If you hear the answer,
that's why I asked you what I asked you about idolatry, and I asked you simply put, what
I got you. You gotta let me answer the question. You gotta let me answer the question. You gotta let me answer the question.
That's a simple question. You don't have to go on a tangent.
No,
I'm not too much.
Hold on. I'm not gonna go on a tangent. I just want to make sure I answer your question here, right? So once again, right. So once again, they already say that Jesus is God, right? So basically,
Man, now you done got some answer. You done got some help from me, man. Now.
Hold on. No, wait, hold on. I'm just trying to answer the question.
No.
I'm just trying to answer the question,
fair, bro.
I'm just trying to answer the question. They saying that Jesus Christ is God. So basically, by you celebrating Jesus Christ's birthday on December 25th, and that is your God, once again, that's the sacrifice that you're giving up to. That's idolatry, brother. Because once again, Christ's birthday is not December 25th. And nowhere in the Bible do it say put a tree in your house and this, that, and etc. So that's the God that you're giving up to.
You need to give me mad some coins or something for taking his
They appreciated me, man.
Nah, his answer, because you had no clue on how to answer that question.
Let's go with this.
You had no clue on how to answer.
Let's go with this. Let's go with this, right? So we are worshiping Jesus on Christmas. Therefore, that's what makes it idolatrous. Therefore, Jesus isn't God according to the Bible. Okay, so let's go with that. So now I'm about to show you that even with that logic, if we do worship Jesus on Christmas, that still does not mean it's idolatrous, because according to the Bible, Jesus is God. So
Jesus is worship in the Bible.
Jesus is worship in the Bible on his birth. But I digress, right? So give me a favor.
Do nothing.
Right.
We ain't even gotta do nothing.
We can read that in Luke chapter 2, but I'm gonna just take it back, right? So do me a huge favor. Let me see what your name is. Yabar, do me a huge favor. Can you go to Zechariah chapter 12 for me real quick?
Christ is God.
All right, I just want to say this last thing because I know we gonna disagree.
No, buddy, no,
matter
ain't
what.
no reason
Simple,
about
no.
this one.
No, it's just the
No,
fact that
so-
I'm at work.
so
No,
walk with me, dog. Walk
it
with me,
just,
dog.
it's
Walk
just
with
a
me,
simple.
dog.
I want to ask
Hold
y'all
on,
this.
hold
and
on,
y'all
hold on.
say
One
Christ
at a
is
time.
God.
Salaki.
Walk
But
with me,
hold on,
dog.
Salakia.
Just
Hold
go to
on,
Zechariah.
Salakia. I know you didn't say Salakia.
In the
The
King
word
James
is
Version.
crazy a comedian
In the King
sometimes.
James Version.
That's crazy.
In the
He can
King
be a
James
comedian,
Version,
man.
can you go to
That's crazy.
Zechariah chapter 12?
No, I just want to say this last piece, and I really gotta go to work. I just want to say. No, like I'm truly at work. Like I can show you my
Well,
screen.
here. I want you to read this.
No, I just want to say this last piece, and I'm gonna get off. All I'm saying is this, y'all, right? In Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 25, right? God said that are his laws, his statutes, and commandments is righteousness. Is that his high holy days is considered as being holy and righteous. So the point that I'm trying to make there is that guess what? The oral traditions that that came from God that was given into the Israelites, guess what? Those are the high holy days that's considered as being holy and righteous in the eyes of God. God never said to Christmas and all these different other holidays
Hold on. I don't want you to leave.
Hold on, wait. I'm just gonna say this last piece and I gotta go, brother. I'm just gonna say this last
Man,
piece.
you don't get no last word over here.
I'm just trying to say the last piece.
No, really quick, because here's the thing, for real. I want you to walk away with thinking about something, okay? Before you go to work. You said, now let me just ask you really quickly. Do you believe that if something is not commanded by the Most High, we shouldn't do it, correct?
If I believe that something
is that your premise?
No, that can't be. That's not my premise, and let me explain why. It's because we do things right because we do things out of wisdom, right? So of course it's gonna be things that like we do because we not in our land and blase and blase. So it's certain things. Boom.
Well,
so we do things.
I'm not talking about like the feet. I'm talking about like essentially like if I want to celebrate a holiday, but it's not commanded by God, is that okay?
Hey, we already went through that piece of dedication. Yeah, we already went through that whole thing.
Okay.
He swindled his way out of it.
No,
we're doing a lot of swindling. We're doing a lot
He
of
swindled his way out of it by
dealt-
changing. Look, he changed.
No, I actually dealt with that.
First thing he said was, if it's not in the Torah and commanded us for us in the Torah, we shouldn't do it. So I
clarified and said what?
I took him through feast of dedication.
I clarified and said what?
Yeah, you clarified after I explained it.
Right.
After I explained it, you clarified.
That's right. So right, and that's why I said it because once again, the prophets, like I told Wayne, I said the prophets is considered as being the law. I took them when Christ quoted Psalms chapter 82. Christ deemed Psalms as being law.
That's fine. So here's what, before you go, I did want to get back to Zechariah chapter 12, verse 10. So here's what I want, because you said Jesus is God, we worship Jesus, blah 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 blah. I want to get back to that before you go to work. So in Zechariah chapter 12, I just want to hear bring this out. KJV. I'm gonna do KJV for my Hebrew Israelite brethren. All right. So this is Zechariah chapter 12, and I want your take on this, verse 10. Okay, it says, "I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and of supplications, and they shall look upon me whom they have pierced. And they shall mourn for him as one mourneth for his only son, and shall be in bitterness for him as one that is bitterness for his firstborn." Would you agree? Okay, so let me ask you this. In Zechariah chapter 12, verses 1 through 9, is that Yahweh speaking?
Is that Yahweh speaking?
Yeah, is that the Most High speaking?
Yes, that is Yahweh speaking. Yeah,
Okay.
through the prophets.
And in verse 10, is that the Most High speaking as well?
In verse number 10?
Yes.
Can you read that again?
Yeah, it says, "I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and of supplications." That's the Most High God, would you say? So far, so good?
Yes,
Okay.
that is Yahweh. Yeah.
Okay, good. And so we can say verse 10 is Yahweh. Very good. So, "I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and of supplications, and they shall look upon me whom they have pierced, and they shall mourn for him as one mourneth for his only son, and they shall be in bitterness for him as one that is bitterness for his firstborn." So you agree this is the Most High, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. I want to ask you a simple question. When did Yahweh get pierced?
You said, when did Yahweh get pierced?
Yes, according to his own words in Zechariah chapter 12, verse 10.
Well, then we got to look at that, right? So
He
once
just
again,
looked
I
at
will
it.
say,
We just looked at it.
hold on, hold on now. Just allow me to give you an answer, please, right? So that was the spirit of the Most High. That was upon Zechariah to speak and say and say those words, but that's prophesying about Christ.
So wait, you're saying? So wait, it says it didn't say Christ. It said Yahweh got pierced.
No, it didn't say Yahweh got pierced.
Yeah,
No, it didn't say
you
that.
agreed. No, you agreed that verse 10 is Yahweh speaking.
Through the
Can I
prophet.
can I help you with that, brother?
Go ahead.
Can I step? Okay. So right now,
Hold
right, you
on,
went to
wait,
the
wait, wait.
Wait,
Gadabar,
no.
Man, I was supposed
Gadabar.
to been left a long time ago, but go ahead, King.
You keep
Because
trying to
I
get
didn't.
help from me, man. You should be answering the question that's before
No,
you.
I was supposed to have been left a long ass time ago because I'm trying to deal with this real quick. But I just wanted to make this last little statement, and then I'm gonna let Ray go. All I'm stating and saying is this: is that for all the Christian pastors that want to sit back and say that you don't have faith in Christ by keeping the laws of God, that's false and that's wrong, right? Because God deemed His
What? That has nothing to do with Zechariah chapter 12, verse 10.
Dancing,
Bro,
dancing, dancing.
I tried talking to
He's
dude,
the
got
dancing
control with something.
machine.
see that. So this what it is, right?
Uh-huh.
So when I talk to a lot of people when we talk scriptures or whatever, right? We go to different scriptures, but the way that you understand scripture, right? You have to go to the earlier scriptures, right? So Isaiah came before Zechariah. So go to Isaiah 9:6.
I know 9, but unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, he shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father.
Okay, so yeah, so that's right. So he's gonna be called God, right?
Right.
That's the only prophet of the Bible that's
Okay.
called God. That's
Yeah, so
our
that's
Lord and
fine.
Savior, the
That's
Christ,
The mighty God.
right?
Yeah, he's
That's
called the
that,
Mighty
yeah,
God.
the
He's called
mighty God.
he's
Yeah,
called
that's what they.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
called
that's his
in the,
title. It's
he's
they
called
will
in,
call him that.
yeah,
The
yeah,
scripture
he's
said they will
called,
call him
yeah,
that,
because in
and
the
that, and he's
Hebrew.
the only. Yeah, he's the only one. So they're just like,
Hold
all
on,
right,
baby. You can answer
hold on.
that question then that Rated just asked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
why
the
I was
whole reason
trying to
why,
get
now
to.
mind you, the
Yeah,
whole reason why we're here,
that's
the
why
whole
I was
reason why
trying
we're
to
here
get
is
to.
because Yabar said that we worship, because it's idolatry because we worship Jesus on Christmas. Because according to him, it would be idolatry because Jesus is not God. So I have a question then regarding Zechariah chapter 12, verse 10, where Yahweh is clearly speaking, or as Yahweh is speaking through Zechariah, it's Yahweh's words, obviously, as with any prophet, where he says, and they shall look upon me whom they have pierced. I just want to know, when did Yahweh get pierced? That's what I want to know.
So, the crop. I say, for instance, let me try to pull this scripture. Hold on
Who
one
is
second.
speaking in Jeremiah and Zechariah 12:10? Who is speaking there? That's what the question is.
Oh, that's yeah, most definitely the Most High.
Okay. So
Yeah.
when was the Most High pierced?
No, the Most High wasn't pierced. The Most High wasn't pierced. Christ is pierced. When you go to the earlier scripture, hold on, let me try to pull it. I can show you. Even the earlier scriptures talking about how Christ is gonna get pierced. Hold on. That's why I said we have to go. Like when you talk about adultery, right? And this what a lot of people when Christ said, when you look up unto a woman, when you understand adultery, when you go back to Leviticus, you have to start with Leviticus. You can't go to Hebrews. You have to, the way it was first introduced. You have to go with it so you can understand the meaning. So when you go to Leviticus, right, it tells you how a man commit adultery. If I sleep with Dwayne, I don't know if you're married now. I'm just making an example, brother. All due respect. The
Use
only way
somebody
that I
else.
commit adultery.
What?
Okay, my
Use
bad, my
somebody
bad.
else.
Well, yeah, my bad. If I Bruce Wayne wife, if I sleep with Bruce Wayne wife, right? You know what I'm saying? Then that's how I commit adultery, cause I'm sleeping with a married woman, right? So when Christ said, when you look up unto a woman and you lust in your heart, now you got to know what type of woman.
I'm sorry,
Now,
but
when
what
you
does
go
got to do
back
with
to
Zechariah 12, verse
Leviticus,
10?
you know what type of woman that you're
I'm sorry,
looking at. You're looking at a
Yeah,
married
he
woman.
doing the same thing old boy doing was
So
doing.
now you have to go to the earlier scripture. if you don't know
Me-Mad,
the definition of something, how can you know the meaning
Me-Mad,
of it? You
Me-Mad,
can't go later
Me-Mad,
on in the scriptures and then try to
Me-Mad,
understand what adultery means.
Me-Mad,
You
respectfully.
can't do that. I'm
Matt,
sorry.
Me-Mad, respectfully. That has nothing to do with my question.
But that, when you go
It was
to
my,
Isaiah 9:6, when he introduced Christ, right, saying they're gonna call him God, so you shouldn't be
okay,
surprised once you understand
okay.
Isaiah 9:6 when you get to
So are you under
Zechariah
the, okay,
and
so are you
all.
under, okay, so are you under the impression that Jesus is God, according to Isaiah 9:6 and Zechariah chapter 12?
No, I said they gonna call him God. That's a title. Ye are gods. Christ said we
Okay,
gods,
very
but don't
good. Okay,
nobody
very good.
call us
Very
a
good. Watch.
God. Don't
Now
nobody
watch,
call me
okay.
God.
Wait,
Don't
wait, wait.
nobody call
So,
Dwayne God.
Me-Mad,
The only
Me-Mad,
somebody that got the love and respect of the world that merch is
Me,
the
just
Christ.
JSC.
That's who we call God.
Okay, Me-Mad, hold on. Can you tell us the Hebrew for mighty God in
But hold
Isaiah
on, you
9:6?
can't talk over the music.
Oh, no,
Let the host let
it's
the
for
host do
you.
his
It's for
thing.
you.
Let the host do his thing.
It's for you.
I
It's for you,
cannot
my
hear
G.
you.
Oh boy.
You a dancing machine, boy. You
It's
a
so
dancing
silly.
machine.
No. So no, here's my thing. So let me ask you this, me, Matt. What is the Hebrew for mighty God in Isaiah 9:6?
That's a title. We have the
Okay,
title of
I'm
God.
asking. No, no.
The
Okay.
judges
So do
are
we have?
God.
Okay,
Angels
wait.
are
Hold
God.
on, me mad. Do
So
we
wait a
have the
minute,
same?
hold
Wait,
up.
me
Now
mad. Hold on, no,
show
hold
me
on.
what God just mean Christ and
Hold
nobody else.
on. That's not even my argument. Pay attention. Slow down. I'm asking you, what is the Hebrew in Isaiah 9:6 when Christ is called God? What is the Hebrew?
What is the Hebrew? I don't read Hebrew, bro. And I don't even trust people that say they can read Hebrew.
What is the Old Testament written in originally?
Yeah, in Hebrew.
Okay,
But
so
God
we
said
can.
we'll lose our language. I ain't talking about no Yiddish, Hebrew. I don't worry about that. Guess what? Our knowledge was gonna come through these scriptures
Okay,
that
so
we
let me
have
help you
right
out.
now. That's what
Let
the
me help you
scriptures
out.
say.
Let me help you
So
out. So let me
you
help you
trying
out
to go
then.
all the way back
No,
in
no,
that,
no, no,
bro.
no. Let
Now
me help you
use
out.
English. Don't nobody up
No,
here
let
know
me
how
help.
to speak true Hebrew.
Okay, so let me help you out then. The Hebrew term there
Help
in
yourself,
Isaiah
bro.
9:6 is the phrase El Gibor. That means God Almighty. That's what that word means. So it's not just Jesus called a God, just like how in Psalms 82, because in Psalms 82 the judges are not called El Gibor. El Gibor
What
is
are they
only
called?
ascribed. They're called Elohim.
They call Elohim, right?
Yes, they're called Elohim. God,
King
Christ, hold
James,
on, stop,
no, the
stop,
Bible that
no,
you
stop,
reading. Hold up
stop,
now.
stop.
Hold
Hold
up,
on,
hold up,
I
hold
didn't
up.
finish.
Now, see
I didn't
that
finish. I
that's
didn't
why I
finish.
say y'all mess yourself up when
I
you
didn't.
Let
go
him
I
there.
didn't
finish, though.
finish.
Let him finish, though. Let him finish.
I didn't finish. Yes, the judges in Psalm 82 are called Elohims. They're not called El Gibor. That's why the Hebrew is so important. You're doing what's called
Yeah,
work.
but you
So
don't
you're
know the
doing.
Hebrew, bro.
I just told you what it was,
You
man.
talking about like you know the Hebrew. You don't know the Hebrew. That's
Clearly, I
against
know.
scripture.
Clearly, I
That's
know
Oh,
against
hold
some
on, y'all.
scripture.
Wait a
The
minute.
Hebrew
Oh,
language will be
Dre,
lost.
I see
What's up?
what's
What's up?
going on here. I see what's
What's
going
up?
on here. This brother doesn't know.
I'm not one of them
Hold
Hebrew
on. Yeah,
Israelites that
yeah.
go around con and
No, no,
all that
listen. I
salah.
get
I'm
it.
not
I
one of
get
them.
it.
I
Listen,
get it.
you don't know. You don't know that the only manuscripts that we have of the Old Testament are in the Hebrew that we can see today and read today.
Ah.
There's no manuscripts that no one in the world can read that's just sitting because nobody can figure out what is being said. So everything that
Okay,
you
so
depend, listen, me man, everything that you depend on the text in the Old Testament to say came from people translating those Hebrew words that you said people don't. I don't trust them. So you don't trust the Bible in the Old Testament in general because human beings, men translated those manuscripts from the Hebrew to the English text that you read today.
That's
hmm
right.
now check this
And
out, right? The men that listen. So right now, right? So have you ever read the Russian icon?
What does that got to do with the price of
So
tea and
all
China?
right, now check this out. That's what I'm saying. So can I now y'all talk? Can I talk? Now, so right now, right? Have you heard atheists saying the Bible not real because they can't find the bodies of no prophet?
What
right?
that got to do
You
with what we
heard,
talking about, man?
you
What that
heard
got to
that?
do
You
with
done
I,
heard that, right? You done
that
heard
has
that? Have you heard
nothing
that,
to do with what
Dwayne?
we're talking about. That literally has
No, I'm
nothing to do with
getting
what
to
we're
a
talking
point.
about.
You can't let, bro. Just like I let y'all got to the point. I'm getting to a point.
Thank you,
You know,
thank you,
hey, bro,
Twins.
I'm out, bro. Hey, peace, bro.
Go.
Peace, y'all. Peace.
Hey, boy, dancing like, I mean, I don't get it.
Dude.
This is simple. How can you say I don't trust nobody that say they read Hebrew? The Bible that you have today was translated from manuscripts and copies of manuscripts that are still available to us today. And
Literally.
the translation is in English for you, buddy. So how don't you trust people that can read Hebrew today when we still have those same manuscripts?
Bro, I be telling the we got a lot of Christians that want to be apologists, and I be telling them, bro, if you're called to this thing, bro, and you deal with any cult, just take to the original language, G. They crumble
Yeah,
every single time. Every time.
yeah. Now when you bring up the original text, they got a problem with that now.
Right. We
It's
don't
like
know
we
who
only
we
trust the
are.
English now.
Right. King James was a black man. King James also translated from the Hebrew and Greek.
Yeah, like
That's the one to die.
and everything that they use to translate it, we still have today. Like
Yes, we do.
Hey, didn't that come out the same thing they did for the King James was the Tyndale's Bible, and the Tyndale Bible came before the King James?
Yep, it
yeah, the
was.
Tyndale came before the King
The
James.
King James came
The
before it.
Wycliffe, the
The
Geneva,
Geneva. Yep.
the Vulgate.
The Latin Vulgate. All that came before the King James.
Yeah.
The King James was the first. Oh, no, not the first. I think it was like the 10th copy that was translated from Old English.
Yeah, and people don't understand that King James wanted the Bible in the King's language.
Right.
He wanted it in his language. So
Right.
I don't understand why people don't understand that. Like that's how they actually talk. All of that, those poetic phrases in the King James, that's how they talk over there in England back in those days. Like what's that one in Isaiah 45:17?
Yeah,
World
yeah, to the
without
end,
end.
world without end.
That's
Like, yeah,
poetic.
like I had to explain it with Hebrew Israelite earlier today when it says, "Well, we're going to be scattered to the four corners of the world." I said, "Bro, that's a Hebrew idiom talking about direction. It's not talking about a world map, bro." And it was worse. I think it was worse because I was telling me if you read Isaiah, was Isaiah chapter 11. It says that phrase, and then it tells you where they went. It tells you where they came from.
Yep. Yeah, that's crazy. He said he don't trust nobody that say they read Hebrew. That's like wow to me. Like you would even so you trust somebody translating it, but you don't trust nobody reading it.
Reading it, right? That's weird to me.
That's super strange. Like that's super strange. I'll trust you when you translate it.
No, I'll trust you when it fits my doctrine. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just making fun of him right now. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Shame thing now. Now I just got to shame you. You know what I'm saying?
See, at this point, it's just ignorance at that point, bro.
It's
First, you ran
willful.
from
It's willful ignorance.
like first you ran from Zechariah 12:10, and I asked you when did God get pierced. You said, "Well, here's the thing, brother. You know, when God like what?"
Sound like a pastor.
What's crazy is when you ask. What's crazy is when you asked him who was speaking. He said it was Yahweh.
He said it was Yahweh.
But Yahweh is speaking in the first person.
In the first person, right?
So if he's speaking in the first person, he's talking about himself.
And then
so now if he says it's Christ, there's no way he could say it's Christ. Otherwise, he'd be calling Yahweh a liar.
Yahweh a liar.
And you see when that got presented to him, he had to finagle it out. Well, it's called God. It's just a title, just somebody that's just called God. Not really that he is. He's just called God. Man,
Did he bring up when Moses. It was God said
No,
Moses.
Nah, the other dude tried to bring
They
up,
love to do that.
they're called, I said ye are gods. So I'm like, if they say that argument one more time,
man.
Yeah, and that don't even make sense because we're not saying that they are. We're not saying that God is saying we are God. What we're saying is, if you know for sure God is speaking through the prophets in the Old
right,
Testament, then when God is speaking and
I
He's
ain't about to go that
calling
long.
someone God or calling someone Himself, you have to acknowledge it.
right,
You
you
can't
have
just
to.
pass it up, or pass it over.
But
You got to
that's what they
acknowledge
have to
it.
do. They have to do that. Otherwise, it crushes their doctrine. Jesus can't be God in their doctrine.
Yeah, and
Wow.
guess what? I promise y'all I didn't even want to talk. I wasn't even my intentions was not even to talk about Jeremiah 10.
But
But it's the
it's that time of
season.
year.
It's the
It's the
season.
season.
So,
Came out of that. I came out of Danny P life. That's how the live started. I was with Elder Jackson earlier. That was another thing. We went through Jeremiah 10, Isaiah 40, Isaiah 44, and this is all they're bringing up all day.
Bro,
Everywhere you go.
it's clockwork. Every
every
year
year.
they bring up the
It's the
same
season.
scripture. Tis the season.
You know what I was thinking? You know what I was thinking? I was thinking, without having us to debate, what would they talk about?
Not a gosh darn thing.
Because it seems like their whole religion is focused on debating and debunking Christianity.
Yeah, they said that.
Without Christians, like, where do Hebrew Israelites have any kind of stance
That's with
or any kind of
that's with
purpose?
that's with every major Christian cult. That's with Jehovah's Witnesses, that's with Muslims, that's with Mormons, that's with Hebrew Israelites. Without us, they don't have a purpose.
Trying to lure people away. So they focus on individuals that are not well studied and try to
Right,
lure them
right.
away from Christianity.
Yep.
Now listen,
It,
man. Years ago, these guys used to be so bold. Like they used to be so bold in their the way they talk about the Christian faith. They
yeah.
used to be so bold. Now it's like now some of them just flat out lying to make a point. They changing the subject every time. That's what happens all day long. We start on one thing and then I ain't got no footing in this. We gonna just change. Let's just talk
We're
about
gonna
something
change the
else.
subject. Let's change the
Yeah.
subject. And
They don't have a leg to stand on no more. Like they don't
oh yeah.
they used to get over. Like they used to get over tricking people into that madness. But
No,
they
bro.
don't have a chance no more.
No, bro. I'm telling you. You know what the downfall is with especially Hebrew Israelites? Social media.
Yep.
That started when they started going on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff, and with these platforms, that started the downfall of Hebrew Israelism.
Built their numbers up and now they
Yep.
can't stand the rain.
Now they can't stand right because now we're in a position by the glory be by the grace and mercy of God where you have people
No.
like us who are apologists who do this on a regular, and because of technology, people are watching our videos and going, "Wait a minute, I've heard that argument before. I just had homeboy try to tell me that last week."
Right. No, IUIC is definitely not credible. They're lying.
Oh, absolutely not. They're the
They're
worst.
lying.
They're the worst.
They're the worst. Like
Anybody that can't get that don't want they doctrine challenged. Anybody that don't want it challenged. No, they're not credible.
No, I'm gonna tell you, IUIC is the. I'm gonna be real with you, and I know this because it's happened to me. I've dealt with Top G, I've dealt with Official OC, I've dealt with ZB Real, I've dealt with Nathaniel himself. These guys are some of the most scary people you will ever meet in Black Hebrew Israelism. They are scary, and scary as in they don't want to actually sit down and have a discussion about their doctrine. They're more bent on just saying, "Oh, you guys are coons. You guys are these all these Christians, they want to make Jesus white." And we're sitting there going, "Dude, like, what are you talking about?" No, we don't. And they say
Look at this. I'll tell you what's your name? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Iombra, apologetics at they best. Before you try
there it
to
is.
down somebody and before you call somebody pathetic, you need to check your spelling and grammar first, right? Apologetics at they best is not how you say it, buddy. You need to get your grammar correct before you try to come. Okay?
Y'all come up with one
Don't come
phrase.
talking about at they best.
Yeah, you might
In a
want
burner
to.
account.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a burner account, and you know the person who always uses that word. So
Apologetic
that's
at
probably
they
him
best.
himself.
That is IUIC trademark. That is an IUIC member.
At they
Absolutely.
best.
Yeah, absolutely. They come in
It's
with
there.
I think that's what it is.
It's there. Not the one with the apostrophe. It's the there with an I. At their best. Not they best. Okay?
No, they don't. They don't know the truth about the Bible. They do not.
They don't.
They think they
Oh,
do.
that's a troll. That's a troll.
Yeah.
That's a troll.
Oh. And IUIC, I'm gonna say this too, and this is where you got to be really. This is where the devil will be crafty, and you got to watch the schemes of the devil. IUIC, I think someone said in here where it talks about how we talk about how they feed or try to find those who are biblically illiterate. IUIC is really good doing that. They know they're really good. They know how to find Christians that don't read the Bible as much. So you notice when it comes to their clips, most of the time it's always a Christian that doesn't know their word. But then but then you have someone like Dwayne who knows the word, but they cut that conversation short and they only focus on one small part of the conversation, one small part, and they post it on their YouTube saying, "Oh, the prophets of God cut this coon Christian." I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, that's what they do.
That is what
Play
they
the
do.
whole, I'm like, Lord, play the whole clip.
What's up, Dave?
Not too much. How you doing?
Man, chilling. I'm tired, man. You have a question about all of this, level devil? Type it in the chat, man, because I don't. I'm not just about to let anybody up anymore because I get burned every time I do that. So you have to type something first, so I know you ain't a troll, because your name is Level Devil. I don't know if that's the good devil or the bad devil.
Dave, right? The one West guy that's now on Danny's live. Y'all hear me? Am I bugging out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh,
Hold on, I don't speak to nobody. Words, what's up, Word? Fade them all.
Man.
Queen Peace. Kiara, what's up, lady? Benjamin, what's up,
This
Jay?
B is automatic.
What's up? What's up, Randy? Alex, Don, Walk Boy, Yeshua's coming. Riri, Chuck, Keep It Biblical. Equan, Highly Favored. Jordan, Camp. Reese is here. Mr. Five, Lloyd, Marcus. What's up, Cynthia? Andrew, Tanisha. What's up, Jesse? I don't know that language. What's up, Dwight? Sean, Shy. What's up, Marcus? Missy, Nene, Shake a Tail Feather. Miss H. What's up, Rogan? What's up, K? His Blood Alone. What's up, Scott? JD, JED, JGC. What's up, Harley? Taylor, Laura. What's up? Sanka Soul Sister, Victoria. What's up, Rick, Melanie, Lady L, being cause he said B. Connected, Reginald, Nicole, Serenity. What's up, Big Troy? Jax, Creole, Jason, April, Linda, Lawrence, Carla, Jimmy, Kikio, Bernardo. What's up, man? Your brother wants you to debate now? Strap that information, man. Strap that information on, man. Get that information. What's up, Jay? What's up, Dink? Kim? Man, listen. Dave, do you still have your did you finish the preset packet yet?
It's probably a perpetual work in progress. I I could
Because you
probably
got to
clean
keep
a little
adding
bit.
to it. You got to keep adding to it.
Right. And then, as I don't discover new things myself that
Yeah.
I can add to it and rebuttal, it's like, well, then it just keeps growing from there too. Not only their arguments, but my own.
Okay, that's what's up.
Oh, you know what? I meant to ask y'all. Have y'all heard the new argument that they're coming out with now, or at least some of them? That okay.
Think.
So Jesus never debated the actual law of Moses or the law of God. That Jesus only debated the or was against the commandments of men, or like the commandments in the Talmud and the Hakkai. Have y'all heard that? Because I've noticed that started to trend now lately. That a lot of people that I've been speaking with,
Yeah,
that's been their
I've heard
debate.
it.
Yeah,
I've heard it. They're fighting. He was just fighting with the traditions of what the
yeah, the
Pharisees
traditions of
taught.
man, and not the
Yeah,
not the
and not
actual
the
law of
actual
Moses
law.
or the law of
Yeah,
God.
that's a new thing now.
Well, it's
And then
not that he
they're
was. It's
carrying
not
it
that he
over.
was. Yeah, it's not that he was fighting against the law of Moses. He wasn't doing that. It was. It is about the. It's really about hypocrisy. It was his problem with them. The Pharisees were hypocrites. They was teaching stuff that they wasn't doing, and
Right.
they was adding certain things into the law that was never intended to be a part of the law.
Right, but what they're saying is that every time you see law, even in the New Testament after the
Oh,
Gospels,
okay, I see what you're saying.
yeah, it's also that's the only thing that the Paul, Peter, whenever you see law, that's what they're talking about. Not
So here's an
Same.
easy solution. Galatians 3:10 with its quote of Deuteronomy 27:26 completely undermines that.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Galatians 3:10.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it don't say that's what you do when they try to say that the works of the law that it's talking about in that verse, they try to say that that's only talking about animal sacrifices. Well, that's not what the verse says. The verse says, cursed is he that continueth not in all things, not just some things, but all things that's written in the book of the law to do that.
Right. So you can go to the chapter Deuteronomy 27 and just read the chapter. Like,
Right.
you can't limit that. There's no way.
And it's only because that's what they agreed to. They agreed to do all that he commanded them.
Yep.
Yeah, but you apologetics can't understand that I can't keep the women's laws, man. Once they're young.
I ain't listening to nobody calling nobody pathetic when they call people apologetics. Like if you call somebody apologetic, I really ain't even got nothing to say to you because you don't even know you just lost. You just trying to say
Apologetic.
something.
You mean an apologist?
Complex. I've been dieting. I've
They
been
call us
dieting.
apologetics, and these apologetics.
Hmm.
You say you. When are y'all going to read out to the Christian? What you mean read out to the? You talking about the preset packet Dave working on?
Bring it forth.
I told you to type your question in the chat. I got to know what you own. What you mean, GP? Okay, give me a synopsis of it. Just give me a sample, a part of the question. Like, what is it pertaining to? The Bible is Israelites' history. What you mean, Mr. Hebrew one? Debating only. No, we ain't debating only. That wasn't no debate. That wasn't no debate me and Yadabar was having. That was a conversation. That was a discussion.
I think Oshia put a question.
That wasn't no debate. Young Meech.
Well, see, you could see on top of the host's head,
What's up?
on his background, what he's talking about.
I tried to bring you up. Like, I don't know what's going on with you. What's up, Meech?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Am I echoing?
No, you good.
Your turn signal
Got
is.
about 10 minutes.
Oh, you just get on?
Yep, I think so.
Okay.
How you been, Meech, and family?
Oh man, I've been busy. Busy. I ain't even had time to go live myself. How y'all been?
Good, good. Yeah, that's what happens when you got a small one in the house and a hard-working wife. You gotta share the duties.
Well, she just got back to work. That's the crazy part. I was busy before she got back to work.
Worse now.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Man, nobody's cooking here today. I don't know what to order. I'm getting hungry now.
So I tried to bring you up. I don't know what happened, man.
Who you trying to bring?
That level devil person. He said he used that name. He trolled a flat earthers. I tried to bring you up. Let's
He
talk
might have
Bible
a.
then. That's all we was talking about was the Bible.
Yeah, guys, I was just trying to ask about like where do I like basically hone down my research instead of going through all this fucking radical Hebrew Israelite bullshit.
Hey, hold on, brother. This is a family program, man. Kids can watch
Oh, I'm
this.
sorry. The Navy sailor, sorry.
Yeah, so I think you would be suited. Are you a Bible believer?
Oh no, I'm atheist.
Yeah. So as I was
That's random.
saying, y'all,
That's so random.
random. The Bible is not
What's going on
history of
today?
Israel. The Bible
He
is
thought he
not.
found a sympathy
Oh, that gotta
club.
be. Oh, that gotta be what's the name? That's the way you formulating lets me know that this is Killmonger. The way you formulating things lets me know that that's Killmonger. That Mr. Hebrew one, that's Killmonger. No doubt. What's up, Chad? No doubt. Like the way you stringing your conversation in the chat over, the Bible is Israelites' history. When y'all going to read out to the Christian? Yeah, you that's Killmonger. Killmonger is a person. Is a person. He has a lot of different profiles.
I hope that's not his real picture.
No, that's another dude. That's the other dude that used to have the same name I had.
Fucking something he had.
Yeah, he took his picture and put it on his profile. I know that's you. I know that's you. Why you doing this? What's up, Fred? Yeah, he back. Oh man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to get off of here, man. And then I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow, same time.
You
Same
just can't
time.
take the heat, Dwayne. That's all it is. You running.
I'm gonna download this and put it on YouTube for everybody that missed it. Yadabar came in here
All
and
right,
did
man.
the same thing he did last time, man.
Oh, you was on for a long time. I thought you just came on.
I've been on for an hour and 44 minutes.
I was like, dang, you only doing a 10-minute live? I don't even get the
Oh,
notice no
yeah.
more.
Dink said I'm running.
Dang.
Go live, yeah, go live, Sue.
Oh yeah. I'll jump in there, Soup. Go live.
Yeah.
To do it.
All right, y'all,
I
man.
mean,
I appreciate y'all, man. We'll be back tomorrow. And I'm not talking about, we ain't talking about Jeremiah 10 being Christmas tomorrow. Like, we ain't doing it.
That was too much. All right,
Oh
God
man,
bless
I
y'all.
could have
Love
shown.
y'all.
I could have broken down my Christmas
It's boring when no one
tree for
opposes
the.
him.
I could have broken my Christmas tree down on the dilemma.
Daniel, what's up? Daniel said end times. Nope. I ain't taking nobody. I ain't stealing nobody thunder. All right, y'all. Grace and peace, everybody.
Hey,
Grace
James.
and peace
All
to
right, grace
all
James,
and
my
body of
peace.
condolences
Christ.
to those.
All right. God bless y'all.
My
What you say?
condolences
What
to
you say,
those
big fella?
lions, brother.
Huh?
My condolences to your lions, brother. Sorry about
Hey,
your
man.
lions.
Hey, man. You ain't even have to do that. You ain't even have to do that, man. All right, y'all. Grace and peace, everybody. Block
All
number
right,
3.
peace, man.
Good
Love you.
job, Level Devil.